don't know why the coloration shows it golden 70s yellow, but hey, that's the wonderful world of Pacific. Abortion is a very highly controversial issue, but I'm just going to say some things. Women do not like my stance. American women really hate my stance, and they show their hatred, intolerance, closed mindedness when I say what I say. I got a message to Western women. If you think that only you have a right to your opinion, and that is what it is, because it is not based in fact, and you're going to silence us, and you're going to bully us, and you're going to hate us. A woman on Facebook, I had left a comment on a site that was fighting against abortion, and I said, abortion is murder. An emotionally driven logic woman who, well, you tell that to my husband and my children, I almost died. And I said, abortion is murder. I have a right to a view. It's called freedom. Most abortions, 99.9% of abortions, are not to save the life of the mother. When I hear people use obscure statistics, microscopic statistics to defend the right to something, I realize they have no logical and viable argument. That all these silly women would need to do is to look at the actual stats of why the majority of the abortions are not to save the mother's life, but because the kid is an inconvenience. You see, I used a thumbnail. Abortion is a civil right. Civil, huh? Killing a child is civil. How about the other one? Abortion is a human right. Everybody except the human being inside the womb. And women are good at that. They like to acronym everything. Like fat women like to use the word ginormous and think that it's cute. It isn't. Or they like to say that it's just a fetus. Women say, my body, my rights. Men have no say. Huh. Do women feel that same way when a man loses his house and his bank account because an ugly, nasty woman files for divorce because she can't listen to the truth of her husband and gets to clean out half of everything that man worked for? What about our rights? You see, women don't think about our rights in the U.S. One of the most lopsided things in American culture is how self-centered women are in this culture, and they don't realize that the courts favor them in divorce, child custody, alimony, and dispersion of the man's goods. That's fact. That was brought up by a British independent observer, came over and observed the American justice system and said it definitely is against the American male. But let's go further. Women whine about breast cancer. They whine about all the woes that hit them. They love to talk about abuse. They love to talk about the victimization by men that they chose to get involved with. Let me say that at least 3 times. That they chose to get involved with, that they chose to get involved with, that they chose to get involved with. And suddenly that one man becomes all men are assholes. Women have not listened to my story, and they don't care about my story, the abuse, the rejection, and the stuff I went through with a mother, 2 mothers. The one that was my natural got rid of me at 4 months, the mother that adopted me. And to that, American women come back with, well, I can see why they got rid of you. They're mean, they're nasty, they're Jezebels. Abortion is not a human right. I believe in God. And all the atheistic banditos will come on here and say, well, you know what? There's no God. That is your opinion, not based in fact. When you die, I promise you, you'll remember my words and you'll be wrong. but keep believing the spoon-fed mush of the devil. And one of the things that I tell people is because I have a belief in God, we don't get to play God and determine whose lives are worth living and whose lives are not worth living. And people got a problem with that. I work with special needs and handicapped and disabled adults and kids. And should we just get rid of all of them because they can't function the way we think they ought to function? Women are loudest in first world countries about defending their right to murder. They don't like it when I call it murder. And the woman responded on Facebook because I had said to her, every woman that has an abortion should be charged with murder and locked up. If a man rapes a woman and kills her, other women scream and yell that he needs to be in prison to get the death penalty. But killing the child in your womb is a right and a choice. Explain to me the sanity of that thinking. Explain to me the sanity of American women that make so much about dogs, a smelly, stinky animal that eats garbage, dead things, drinks water out of the toilet. And women defend animals and get very angry about abuse to a dog, and they're silent and have no conscience about killing a human child in the baby or in the womb. You cannot argue with fools. You cannot cast your pearls before swine. American women do not submit to God and his standard. They don't submit to anything outside of their feelings. They submit only to their destroyed feelings-based mental state, because you can't call it logic. Feelings-driven thought processes is a more accurate word. And women who cannot have a talk with an adamant feminist woman who defends her right to murder a baby and watch the hatred and the venom and the disrespect that she'll show me or anybody else that doesn't agree with her. You see, they want the freedom to do what they want, but I don't have the freedom to have an opposing opinion. Women are very selfish in this country. They're very one-sided. They're very lopsided. And I just, within the last couple of weeks, talked about these TikTok queens, and Facebook is blowing us away with all these reels. Women showing tits, women showing nipples. Mary Burke, who wears overalls and big boobs, doing gardening and plumbing. You've got the naked gardener on Facebook. You've got Allie. She's a long-haired, white-skinned girl with big boobs wearing overalls and dancing up and down. And then she has a video saying, making fun of men that are older than her. And I said, when you put yourself out there like this, what do you think you're going to get? Lust doesn't have or doesn't discriminate based on age. And women in this country have vilified and demonized men for noticing a biology. A woman wants to show the nipples, this stuff poking through. I mean, we're in tune to that. When we see that, that just stops us. And you've got women in this country that promote sex, sleaze, slut teasing, and they'll scream and yell about their right to an abortion. They won't learn to be a good wife. They won't learn to choose a good man. No, hold on. You get on date sites and you got immature women that are damaged goods. And they're going to tell us how we need to measure up to their Harvard-like requirements just to get a date, while they don't have to change one damn thing about themselves. So against this whole backdrop, abortion is selfish. It is the highest form of narcissism that women in our country can coolly and summarily dismiss the life of a child and say it's choice. I've said for years that white women are flaky as they come. They lack substance. And you see it with social media. Look at my dog, look at my tits, look at my food. Look at my dog, look at my tits, look at my food. Here I am with my Starbucks. Here I am with my SUV. Here I am with Netflix. No man has a right to tell me what I'm going to do with my body. No woman has a right to tell me how my mental processes ought to work. Boom. God created men and women, and he didn't create women to dominate us, to power over us, and to tell me that I don't have a right to my view. Boom. You want to talk about rights? Go and pull that crap with God when you stand before him. You will be charged with breaking one of the commandments. Thou shalt not murder. You go ahead and rationalize it, spin it, justify it. My aunt and uncle years ago, I didn't know this because they hid it well. I had a cousin, and cousin went and got pregnant, and her brother, which was my other cousin, he told me, "Oh yeah, mom and dad took her to an abortion clinic, had an abortion, kept it hush hush. They didn't want shame brought to the family." But my aunt is very religious in the United Methodist Church and brags every time she sings and brags about everything she does. Women scream about their rights. And while they're doing that, they fail to see that the American workplace, where there's a lot of women, men are in danger. It's like going to Mogadishu and stepping and driving a truck or walking through the desert. You don't know where the landmines are. You don't know where they are. And one wrong step can blow your leg off. Women have more rights than we do. Men get sued by women more than men sue women. Men get fired more in a workplace than women do, all based on lies. You go up and tell Sally she has a nice dress on, she can walk into the office and say, I felt very uncomfortable with that. Even though Sally was sporting the cleavage and the soft bra and the nipples were poking through. And the guy didn't say nice tits or nice nipples. He just said, I like your dress. But because that's not the guy she wanted to attract, she's going to now try to get him in trouble. Maybe she was trying to attract the coworker females. You never know these days. Women are nuts. They're freaking crazy. And you got Allie. Allie is a TikTok queen that is a young lady who her only claim to fame is her one string guitar, her sexuality. Let's see if we can find this. Let's see if we can find this. See, this is what women are doing on Facebook and all over TikTok. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Let's keep on going. I want to find this alley. Here's another one. Look at my tits, 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 look at my tits. Yep. Here's another one. Look at my orange pumpkin tits, pumpkin pumpkin tits. You see that? How old is she? We don't know. Are they cute? Absolutely. Then they start getting younger and younger and younger. You see that? That's all these women know how to do today. These are the ones screaming about their right to an abortion, but they can slut tease us and be provocative and hoes and everything else. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it absolutely crazy? And I like looking at women's breasts. I am a man. And you got women today. Look at this. We're going to stuff a water balloon in her little brassiere here. Isn't that cute? Gee, such raw talent. And the only reason anybody's looking at her is for one, to get a glimpse of tit meat. That's it. That's it. Most women in our culture today have absolutely nothing to offer but to parade around this shit endlessly. Now, that there, I would almost venture to say that she's not an adult. This is all allowed on TikTok, or excuse me, here's another one. A plain Jane girl, but she'll get the hits, she'll get the views because she's being a slut tease. And I'm not going to listen to women about their right to commit murder. I'm not going to stomach it. I'm not going to listen to it. This is all on Facebook, Google, YouTube. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? Some nice puffy nipples. But see, what are they going to do when they get old? But you know what's sad? These YouTube girls are getting money. They are getting money for this. There are guys that will send them cash donations, and women say, that there's all this sexism and everything is unfair. It is unfair. Is anybody paying to see my videos? Is anybody paying to see me do this? They never will. Women get paid because they were born with body equipment that they did not manufacture themselves. See, I'm cute. I'm so cute. I'm so into me. Look at me. Aren't I cute? And this is what we do. Here we go. Another one. Do you think these would be good for a relationship? Do you think these would be good wives? I don't. Look, we're gonna jog in a sports bra or whatever you want to call that. Look at my butt. It's crazy. Here we go. Now we're going to be provocative. And do you think they're going to give themselves to anybody who's looking at them? No, 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 no. They're not going to do it. Fake blonde dyed hair. Got the quintessential Baywatch boobies going. I have something to offer here that nobody's ever seen before, right? This is a dime a billion in this country. I know I exceeded the US population. Let's hose some women down so they can have wet shirts. This is what we're all drowning in. I'm not perfect. I've had my share of sex and lust and everything else, but now this one is young. You can tell by the face. Why is Facebook allowing this shit on here? Why? Why? Look, you can even see two women playing with each other now, rubbing their boobies together. Isn't that fun? Isn't that hot? Now, when I would post a picture on Facebook of a woman like this with a nipple showing, I got banned. But now you've got girls showing nipples. Here we got a spoiled Asian girl, the Hello Kitty girls. You can tell by the look in her face, attitude. Let's go to the mall, spend money on me. She can do this in the safety of her bedroom, slut tease every man around the world, but never put out. You know, does this ever get on your nerves, men? Do you ever start to say, I'm getting tired of this? See, now we got a woman who's sagging and bagging doing food. You see her wrinkled batwing underarms, and I mean, she's past the prime, baby. But hey, she'll get the looks because she's showing all that cleavage. Here we go. Here's another young lady, flat chested, maybe a tween ager. Here we go with this one's all over Facebook now. Very young. Being sexual, sensual. Here's another one. So the whole abortion thing is just another example of female narcissism. I get to do what I want, no consequences. No man can tell me. That almost sounds like the Democrats. You can't have a gun. You don't have freedom of speech. You don't get to vote anymore. Let's stack the Supreme Court. And women are going to silence us and say, you don't have a right to tell me what to do with my body. You want to make a bet? God made me and he gave me a mind, and I have the right to stand up for the convictions I hold. And if you women don't like it, fuck yourself. Because honestly, if women were smart, we'd stop fucking you. We really would. But unfortunately, we're biologically wired to be just too much aroused by this, myself included. I mean, these women have nothing of substance to offer. Nothing. Nothing at all. We've never seen a woman in a bathroom before, right? This is raw talent. You know how many black men and white men will send her money just for doing that? People can get their little Cash App now, and you can have a transfer. See this dumb dances. This is that stupid dancing I talk about. This is not talent. The jerky, dumb moves, but because she's got a bra. That's the only reason everybody's watching her. It's not because she dances great. It's because she follows these scripted TikTok retarded dance move videos, but she's showing a bra. That's it. That's the only reason any of us would look at that. Women have a lot more entitlement than we do. We're going to decorate a Christmas tree in a bikini or whatever you want to call that, lingerie. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is this Allie? What if your dad sees? See, they're pushing the envelope. What if your dad sees? Lila has one. Oh, here we got a young. This could be a teenager. Little budding breast. You see that? This is all over Facebook. I'm showing what is on Facebook. This is all Facebook. Making 50, 60-year-old men go, oh my gosh. What do these girls have to bring to the table? Disgusting hairy underarms. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just nasty as fuck? Women are doing that more and more. I promise you, for me, that's a cock block. I'm not attracted. It's just disgusting beyond words. Let's see what she's got to bring to the table. What's going on here? Looking down to make sure her tits are still there. Older woman, losing it. Looks like a Filipina who's about 50 years old that aged pretty quickly. Here we got a woman with her wine glass pushing 65. These kind of women here turn me off. They never have done anything for me. What I call the gym Nazis. Look at this. Underboob. Have no fear. Underboob is here. And you just look at their face. It reeks of immaturity. Here's a girl wearing men's sportswear. The black female culture likes to do that. Nothing more unattractive than seeing black women wearing men's sportswear to make look like women wear. I know somebody will comment on me on that. Look here, we got a woman with a weird looking mask on and jouncing and bouncing. Asians are all involved in this now. India women are involved with this. It's gone global. And then there's me wishing I could be out there. Talk about a hellacious ride. Oh, look, two girls lip kissing. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder how long that relationship will last before that blows apart. Lust based, only lust based, and then they get tired of each other and fight like cats when they realize that one of them can't make a living like a man can or work hard. Here we got a little youngster here, provocative. This shit should be banned from social media, but it's not. They used to. They used to. Oh, look, here's a girl cooking with side boob. This must be in Philippines or Thailand. Cooking with tits. Will return after these messages. Isn't that neat? Now you can see a girl in her panties and some sort of a camisole. Oh, look at that. Now you can look at dinner at the Y, her strings hanging open. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Here's another one. You can tell by her face she's an attitudinal, immature girl. Immature as hell. Yep, I'm stuck up. I cut up my shirt and I think I'm a fashion statement. The shirt is stupid, and the only reason anybody's looking is because those nipples are protruding pretty good. They have nothing to offer. Nothing, not even sex. All these girls have to offer most men is the penis Olympics, the Mary Palmer and her five sisters when you're by yourself. Here's an older gal that's being really provocative. No raw talent here, nothing that looks like a couple of immature Filipinas, the ones that stand around with the margarita glasses and want the man to spend all the money. Here's another Filipina gal. I can dance like everybody else in America on TikTok. Jerk my hands, jerk it to the left, jerk it to the right. I don't know how to dance. I just follow the script of TikTok. I hate that dancing. I always thought it was stupid. Oh, look, we can look at each other's boobies again. We. Here we go. This is supposed to sound like a gun. Yeah, I've turned the volume down because you get into music right violations. I've got big tits. You've got big tits. But I've got the biggest tits of them all. Jiggle Jello gelatin. Jiggle Jello gelatin. Those are too soft. Those are what I call marshmallow boobs. Not interested. Here's another one. These are probably implants. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? So, abortion is the spin-off of all this self-centered narcissism that every single woman in the world thinks that she is the only sexual diva queen out there. Look at this. Mount Everest in her shirt. Isn't that fun? I mean, who wouldn't be turned on by that? I am. I mean, that's pretty hot. Are they even real? Yeah, see? And here we got a girl with fang puss. There's Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth is going to show her 1 inches of tit meat. Isn't that exciting? I mean, she's learning young to be a complete, ugly, yucky human being. Isn't that sick? Sick. This is your high maintenance girl right here. Fake blonde hair. They all got to do that. Ugly tattoo on the back. Ooh, I can show my butt split in half and my sport bra, doodah. I don't think she's pretty at all. There's nothing feminine about that. Here's one in an ugly one piecer. All she's doing is pulling at things. No raw talent there. Oh, here we go. What do we got going on here? I don't know. This is why guys fall in love with cars and trucks. They don't disappoint us as much as women. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What do we got going on here? Getting cozy in the pool. Here's another one with a no bra. That's it. There's no personality, no depth, none. Here's another one. The videos aren't rolling for some reason, but I just thought I'd show you the still shots. Let's see, where is Miss Allie? Allie has an entire Facebook page on, let's see if we can find it. Allie. Allie Mae Rose. Let's check this girl out. That's not it. So this is her page. Young gal, probably 19, not sure. Let's see if we can find the one that shows boobs or us. She loves, I mean, she's a clean looking white girl. I mean, she's beautiful, beautiful, clean and smooth. But all of her videos are, here we go. Miss Overalls, Side Tit City. And then she'll do videos condemning old men for trying to ask her for a date. Really? But you're doing this shit on a national worldwide domain. Okay. Makes sense. Why? Mary, Allie, May, whatever your name is, we're biological. You have no relational qualities whatsoever. You're a narcissist. You're in love with yourself. You probably lick your own breasts every night. You have nothing to offer. Nothing. This is the video that says, when he's double my age. Read that. She's pointing at the door. Get out. So, Allie, do you think that only men your age are looking at these? Are you dumb? Is your intelligence real low? Are you a little hoe? Do you have any cells alive? Yeah, I have to work on that one. This is her entire stick. Jumping and dancing and moving, being provocative. How old is she? To me, she could be 16, 15, 17, maybe 20s. She's very immature. She's made an entire page on Reels. I guarantee you she's getting money. And I'll bet you she's getting money from 50, 60, 40 something year old men. I'll bet money on the table. For those of you that want to leave comments about how ridiculous she is, there's her page. Ridiculous. Don't harass. Don't get yourself banned. Please don't. Leave appropriate comments, please. Women put themselves out there like slut queens. That's it. They don't put themselves up as intellectual. They don't put themselves up as relational. And women just prove over and over again they were made for one purpose, to be a helper suitable for men, and they do not want to be that. They say all men think about is sex. Look what I just presented to you. Look what I just presented to you. You ever seen somebody blow their nose on a camera? Probably shouldn't. I got a cold from the pits of the abyss. Everybody at my job has been running colds, and I knew it was a matter of time. But see, what if I was to put on music and start doing what women do? You think I'd get all the views? You think I'd get all the likes? Do you think I'd get that? Nope, not at all. Women are favored. Women get away with more. Women can wear ugly outfits or no outfits. They will not get any criticism from most men because most men are riding that big old rocket between their legs. Women say that men are pigs. And guess what? Guess what social media is loaded with? Women taking advantage of the fact that we men notice tits. Kind of contradictory, right? They're against us saying no to abortion, but they're going to put themselves out there as slut queens. I'm guarantee you that Allie's making a healthy living off of just doing videos day in and day out showing how fucking sexy she is. Mary Burke making money showing her boobies. The Naked Gardener getting likes and money just because she's naked. She never shows anything. She'll show the back and a partial side view. Nobody's watching this for intellectual content. It is the penis Olympics or the lesbian Olympics. And I say this because our society is drowning in this. It's interesting to note, and I'm convicting my own self when I say this. In the book of Revelation, it says that certain judgments come down. Big ones. I mean, big stuff, not some car wreck that shuts down the interstate for 3 days, okay? Not some California wildfire that takes out all of San Fernando, but a judgment that affects like billions of people killed. And yet they repented not of their sorceries, sexual immoralities, and their idolatry. Has anybody looked at the word sorceries in the Bible? It has the Greek word for that is pharmakia, where we get the word pharmacy. We see states legalizing pot, prescription drugs like opioids, Oxycontin stuff. They're very harmful for you. People are addicted to alcohol. And I've long said doing drugs, getting drunk opens the door for demons. There's no doubt in my mind. But we men, a lot of us and women are guilty of sexual immorality. And you have these judgments come down and they still will not say, God, I have sinned. The Democratic Party in the US is doing nothing. They passed laws about child sex trafficking. Reddit and Craigslist shut down their personal ads because of those laws. You know, they had men seeking women, men seeking men, women seeking women, casual encounters on Craigslist. Those are gone. Now all I have is misconnections. You got to read those. Those are a trip. You were wearing a red shirt. You're at the gas station on the corner of Bupkis and Buttfart Avenue. Please contact me. You were hot. You're hoping that that person will just happen to look on there and go, oh my gosh, he wants me. Women are putting themselves out as slut teases. They've been doing it for a long time. Social media has given them a safe platform. Allie's in her bedroom all day long. I mean, riding her sexual horse. Let's be honest.